Welcome back to Minecraft. Malinka and Demon are here, and yeah, our third episode of our monster spawner cage. Now, we may have lost some of you in the middle of last episode. I get that because computer code is pretty tricky to follow. So what we're going to do this episode, for those that possibly skipped the last one, is show the build to finish this off without actually going into the code itself, at least not particularly. So that way, if you want to install this, you could without doing any programming. So that's the idea of this episode, is to show you how to install it.
You need to change a few values, but that's it.
Yeah, we'll show you that.
The setup values.
Yeah, but we'll show you that, how to do that. So yeah, so to begin with, we've set up a monitor underneath each of these computers. A computer underneath each of these monitors. The other way around. Which is what we've done here. And one thing that we were concerned about when we were building this is that the auto spawners, we don't really want cables all around them. I mean, we could put them on the side and put, I'm trying to think what they're called, multi-blocks of some kind over the top. But actually what we're going to do is turn on and off the tesseracts. So even though we're looking at turning on and off the auto spawners, we're going to do it by switching off the tesseract, not the spawner itself. Hopefully that makes sense. So we'll
we'll see.
We do actually want to have all of these set to signal required high. Is that right?
Yeah, let's do that quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, so go to every single tesseract and set them to high then, if you can. I don't know which ones have been done. Well, you can see them because they actually change colour. I might have to...
Oh damn, we have to go down for this one.
Well, you can just dig. It shouldn't be... Oh, I just crashed. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back from my crash. I don't know why that was. Just a random crash, I guess. That's off already. That's
Well, all the
good.
tesseracts are changed now.
Okay, good. Right, so the next step is to connect up all of these with rednet cabling, I guess, right?
Yep. We need two circles, one for input, one for output.
Okay, so if I don't know whether or not the sides of the computer matter. I think it does, doesn't it, to the program? Although you could possibly...
I can set that. It's easy to change.
Okay, because I was thinking if we put the input going round on the right-hand side, and sorry, probably the output. Sorry, I should say. So the signal from the computer to the tesseract is going out of the this side that I've just done, and you might want to. We need to disconnect it, don't we? I think that will do it.
Yep.
Oh, that's going to happen all the way down the line, but we can fix that in a minute. Where's my shovel? That would help me here. So basically we've got to effectively form some kind of weird loop. Any particular side that we want to have as an input?
Let's see.
It's got to be this side, hasn't it, really? That side.
We've got the monitor on top. Okay, back side for input, bottom side for output. That way they'll be on different different Y levels, which will mean that they won't easily connect.
So say that again. I've missed the first one.
Back side for input.
Okay.
Bottom side for output. Oh wait, we need to go to the tesseract, right?
Via this computer, right? Yeah, so that one.
Yeah, so the backside is actually for the redstone signal, I just realized. My bad. Let's see.
Which should be... So we'll make... okay.
Let me... Fire, can you move back a bit from there?
Yeah.
What we'll do is the following. The backside will head towards the tesseract. Basically like this in a bit.
Yep.
The bottom line will be the output, which will travel like this.
Okay. It's going to be a bit of a
Actually,
web.
it needs to go down. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a web. But it needs to go down one level exactly.
Okay.
So we'll get this indeed. And what we could do with the main line, I mean incoming line, could be something like this then.
Yeah, we probably could do with some multi-blocks to prevent these connecting, probably, when we're doing some connections.
Well, this will actually solve it. This way they can never connect.
Okay. Okay, so I connect this computer here with this line here, is that correct?
Yep. And you're done. It's all connected. This one is actually now ready to go. Except for
Okay.
the output.
And then the
I
output...
haven't opened it up to the next.
Do we want to try and get to the middle, and then they web into the middle somewhere?
No, just make a circle.
Okay. Okay, well then, let's do that then. We'll make a circle on this level. We won't connect it to... well, maybe we can connect it to the computers, actually. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to have to go bat form for this, because this is fairly tight. Okay, we'll do the connections to the bottom right now, I think. I think you're going round and doing some of this as well, aren't you?
Oh damn. I think we're both putting down cables.
Okay, then the next line should be in this direction, I think. Oh no, this is a computer for that one. It's actually fairly close by. So if I come down here, that gets us to this line. That's good. Should we come off camera and do this line, or...?
That's probably
Yeah, we
best,
probably
yeah.
should.
Okay, right, we'll be right back once
See
we
you in a bit.
just finish this bottom line, and then we'll come back on to show us connecting a little bit of the next line. So we'll be back. Okay, and we're back. So the bottom line is connected. The other line isn't quite connected yet. So this bottom line, if you remember, is the was it the output? Is the bottom line?
Bottom line is output, yeah.
Yep. So the bottom line is the output. The top line here on its own separate ring. It's really important that these two breadnet cables here are not connected. So that's on a separate ring on a level, two levels above. And then each of these computers, it's kind of hard to get around, but each of these computers are now on the back have a connection. Again, this must not connect, this red line here, to the Tesseract. So this Tesseract connection also has to be a separate line. So we've basically got three lines: the bottom line, the top line, and the Tesseract line. Luckily we don't have to set the colours here. I need to find a way out somewhere. There should be a way out. Cool. Hopefully it wasn't too dark, but I think it's probably okay. So yeah, that's all of the computers, I think, pretty much connected now, right?
Basically, yes.
Yes.
I just need to finish up one more line. Oh damn, I'm short one cable. Aww.
Where are you? I've got some.
I'm at the main computer actually. Hello.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey.
I can finish it up now.
Sweet.
Hooked up.
So now you've got to set the inputs and outputs of each monitor. So do you want to start with the main computer?
Let's start with downloading the program.
Okay, so the main program is you can type in. Oops.
Oh,
Go on.
sorry, I'm actually setting the label for this computer. Still needs to be done.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, up to you. Download whenever you want.
It's I think it's like paste bin get. I can't remember if it needs to be in quotes. You'll have to put quotes in for me if I do need it.
Nope.
No, it doesn't need to, it doesn't need any quotes.
Q, and then we're calling it main monster.
Yeah, whatever. Main monster pro, whatever. No, oh, that's the label for the computer.
Like that, yeah? You happy with that?
Yep. That should work.
Okay. There we go. That's that downloaded for you.
Okay, what do we need to change? Well, output by still on the side. Inputs. Bottom. Monitor top. Job done.
Cool. That's
This one is ready to go. It's not turned on yet, but it's ready to go.
okay, right. So now in turn, I believe you've got it set so excuse me. It starts off Blizz is 1, 2, 4 in that order, right? If that's how if you
Yep.
got it right.
1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and so on.
Yep. Okay, so let's grab this monitor here and paste bin get. We're just going to set this one up on camera, and then we're going to come off camera to set the rest up. But Q V X A F S J B and
For the record, all those you people at home, you can actually copy paste if you have it on a notepad.
that's true. Okay. So I've just
Okay.
called that one Blizz Spawn just so that we've got it, but
Let's see. Input side is left, output side is bottom, redstone signal
it's back.
back, monitor side top,
And
local color 1.
okay.
Weight 180.
Yep. Right, I'm going to do one more on camera, and then we'll do the rest off camera. So, while you're exiting that, I'll set this one up. So, paste bin. I don't even know which one I'm on. It's Pigman. Okay. So, paste bin get QV XAF SJB. We'll call it Pigman. We'll edit Pigman here. And local color, oh sorry, well, max weight is, as we said, 3 minutes, which is 180 seconds. The local color in the bit value going 1, 2, and the next, so it'll be 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 as you go across. The input side was left, right? Oh, well, left.
Yep.
Correct. Output side was bottom. Is that right?
Yep. Output always comes from the bottom.
Redstone side is back. The monitor's on the top. Look at that. Even I managed to do it. So save the code and good to go. It's not labelled actually, this
Nope.
computer yet. So
I've already set the label on the previous one.
okay, so we're going to do that with all of these, but remember that local color is going to be different for each computer. So it'll be 1, local color equals 2, local color equals 4, local color equals 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, and 256 finally. So they're the colors that you need to do. So we'll be back once we've grabbed all of those. Okay, so we're back. The monitors are all connected up. There is in the spawners here are the Safari nets, apart from one, and this one I'm doing separately on purpose because there's something a bit different about it. So we go to the auto spawner here, and in this case, this is the wither skeletons. We've got to put spawn exact copy to yes. If we don't do that, then it will just spawn normal skeletons. So I need to put that in here and back out and fill up the gap here. And what should happen, there's residual power in this, so it's going to actually spawn just a small handful of wither skeletons in just a moment when the idle bar runs out, which you can see. And the grinder should kick in and kill that wither skeleton, I hope. There we go. We may have had some wither skeletons going underneath, but that's why demon's under there, just checking to see if there are any spawn underneath by mistake. Malinka's currently
So far,
turning
no.
on the last of these computer programs is just running them, running the Wither program here or the Enderman program on this one, which you've all set up on all of these. I think the only thing that's kind of left to do is any monitor that is red, which means it's turned on, is I just need to fill up these blocks here.
Oh, it's all running correctly. Oh yeah, you need to clean up. Well, leave it open for a second. We haven't tested the whole setup yet, and closing it might be a bit premature.
Okay. So, here's our monitor, and yeah, untested, but yeah, we've made the buttons a bit bigger, and you can see it's our mobs on demand system, ready to go. And what should we make our first mob on demand be? Should you make
Well,
some...
let's test the safe one. Let's go for zombies for the simple reason we don't know if it's working.
Okay, zombies, go. The monitor's gone green over here, so that's good. Now, that should turn on the Tesseract in theory. And that Tesseract will then fill up the auto spawner with some juice. Then we have to wait for the idle timer to run out on the auto spawner, which should then in theory spawn the creatures and get it to run. It's not working at the moment. Demon, can you go underneath quickly and just see if the Tesseract is on?
Sure. No, it's not.
Okay. So we didn't actually give it a redstone signal that the Tesseract understood, I guess. Let's have a look at how it's connected to the Tesseract. Are you sending over the white signal?
It doesn't matter. I'm just sending an output signal. Oh, that might actually be it. It might be used to needs to be set to neutral maybe. I'll need to test that.
Okay.
I honestly don't know if that's needed or not, but we'll test it.
If not, then there's another way of connecting that monitor up, because it's just setting a redstone signal. What we can do, if we wanted to, is use a red alloy wire here, and that should work. So I think it's trying to... Is that neutral? It's still not on.
That should be...
That's black. That's
Okay,
not
I see it
neutral.
still.
That's... I think that's still classed
And
as
the
a
next one
colour.
is white again.
Okay. So either we've got to grab some red alloy wire to connect all these up, or maybe send a signal down the white bit line, maybe. What would you rather I do? Just grab some redneck cable, because we can grab that quick.
Yeah, either is fine.
Not redneck cable, sorry. Well, I'll grab some red alloy wire.
Redneck cable, okay.
Redneck cable. Is that from the deep south? I can make some more of this pretty easy. It's just that. So let's grab that much for now. We'll just do one, and then I'm going to come off of camera in a second. You can see the zombie is still on. Now, so when I put this cable in place, it should...
I reset it just now, so...
Alright. Where is this? So yeah, all I need to do here is take these cables off. And what I'm going to do instead is... Unfortunately I can't get in the positions. Is place this line here. And now it's turned on, if you see.
Yeah, I did see. It changed. So let's take a quick look outside and see if it's spawning zombies.
Okay. So yeah, we've had to switch the redneck to red alloy, but hopefully that should work. Fingers crossed. Okay. Do you want to quickly check the settings down there, Demon, on the Tesseract? Make sure it didn't switch to a different thing. Make sure it's sending and receiving liquid and power and on mob essence.
Yep, fluid and energy. Mob essence.
I'm going to regret this, but I'm going in.
Enabled high.
Doing the same thing.
Not triggering. Oh, I know exactly what the problem is. Okay, I'm gonna need
Well,
some.
you know more than I do.
I'm gonna come off camera while I think about how to solve it. So we'll be right back.
Oh.
Okay, I'm back. So here's what the problem was: is with the red alloy wire connected so close to the auto spawner, it was sending a redstone signal through the block and turning the auto spawner off as it turned the tesseract on. So what I've done is I've rerouted that red alloy wire so that it doesn't trigger a block and actually activates the tesseract from below instead. That actually prevents the auto spawner turning off as it comes on. So just to prove it works, let me come back up to the top. Proof of concept time is right click on the zombie button. It's not working. Did you turn the computer off? Oh, okay.
There we go. Oh, you need an empty hand.
Oh, that would be why. Okay, so now the mobs are spawning, and it will run for 3 minutes. Now, if I didn't want it to run for 3 minutes, I can use an empty hand here. Right-click again, and it will manually turn it off. It will run for maybe 3 or 4 seconds afterwards, while it gets rid of the extra power inside the machine itself, but that's pretty much turned off. So that's what the parallel programming part was actually, is that we've got a manual override switch if we want to turn it off early. Cool. Right, we're going to come off camera.
No, we just need to replace the wiring.
Yeah, we're going to come off camera to switch all the redneck cables that are coming out the back to the same way that the zombies are set up. So we'll be back after that. Okay, we're super stoked because with that red alloy wire change, we've actually got a fairly workable system. I mean, yeah, I could put some multi-blocks stuff to hide some things, and I could do stuff with the build, but other than that, it's pretty much done. So let's test it out. Let's say I want some wither skeletons and some creepers, and they'll both run for 3 minutes if I wanted them. So on this side we should get wither skeletons, and on that side's creepers. Well, there's creepers and wither skeletons. Are they going to show up? Please don't make me a liar. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Sweet. So yeah, now they're both working, and after 3 minutes these would shut down. I'm actually going to... I don't think we need any gunpowder, so I'm going to turn off creepers. I might leave the wither skeletons going. What else could we do more of? We don't really have Blizz stuff, so...
Blaze rods.
Cryogenics and...
Yeah, blaze rod.
Blazes.
And we actually need to test if the roof is flammable anyway.
That's true. And we could do with some more bone meal. So I've got those 4 on.
Yep.
So let's see. The blazes are awake. Skeletons are pretty slow. Skeletons. Now, part of what might be causing issues is I don't know whether or not there's a problem flowing the items and liquid around. Because the wither skeleton stopped working, and so is the... Oh no, it is working. It's just slow. I don't know why the wither skeleton one is so much slower than the others.
It takes more mob essence to work up. There's a work timer on them.
Oh, okay.
That's the only one set to exact copy, and that takes more energy and time.
Ah, yes, you are right.
Oh, look, it's got a body hat. Now it died horribly.
So yeah, I hope you really like this build. We do. We love this build. I think it's fantastic. I know the coding's complicated and the rest of it, but hopefully we've shown enough for you to, you know, at least paste bin and grab the code yourself to work a system like this. If you've got any questions about this build, feel free to ask in the comments. We'll answer as many questions as we can. There's a very good chance that when I upload this, I'll also make a corresponding thread on the FTB forum. So that will give me a chance to really kind of answer any questions that anyone has if you're a member of the FTB forums. So yeah, just let us know.
I'm gonna wait here and see if it turns itself off again, if I did that part correctly.
It's good. I don't know if I've talked for 3 minutes to test it.
That's a good question.
I Yeah, I was kind of
Probably
attempting
not.
to, but
We'll see.
alright.
Well, you got any
You're
funny
close
stories
anyway.
If I got any funny stories, no, I don't actually at the moment.
Hello.
Well, apart from the live stream thing, I guess I could explain. So, for a very
Yes.
long time, I've had this headset that it kind of snapped, right? And one ear wasn't actually attached to the band at the top. So it didn't really matter because the other earpiece worked, and so I just put that part to the side and didn't care. So I was live streaming yesterday. So that's good. That's one turned off. So I was live streaming yesterday, and the earpiece on the other side, the one that wasn't broken, did break, as in it suddenly wasn't outputting any sound. I'm trying to live stream at the time, but the one that had snapped, it was still outputting sound, so I had to use that. So I'm there with my head, jammed on into a corner on its side, holding this speaker in, trying to commentate and play FTL and live stream and read the chat and do all of that stuff all at the same time, whilst in this really convoluted position, with, crouched up, keeping this speaker in. Honestly, it was the worst experience I've had in a long time. It was so bad. My neck still hurts actually because that was like a 2-hour live stream. But yeah, expect more live streams in the future. By the way, actually, while we're doing this testing, I have these skeletons.
Oh, there were 5 of them. They're slowly dying. Give the grinder some time.
Oh, okay, yeah, it is working. I was wondering whether or
Yep,
not.
but it all
this-
turned itself off. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, this skeleton at the front here, maybe the grinder can't reach him. That's why. He'll die when it gets...
3x3.
Yeah, which might be just out of his range. Never mind. He'll die when
Hi.
it gets sometime anyway. He can just be a
We have a
bu- I'm winning him.
So anyway, that's a good time to wrap up the episode. We just wanted to test the turning off of the buttons, which work wonderfully. So yeah, thank you, Malinka.
Oh, shall we see how much
that?
that used actually? Just
Oh.
before we run, before we leave, let's check how much mob essence that used.
Well, we've done a few tests on it, so but we haven't had it running for a very, very long time. So here's our mob essence tank. Bearing in mind we're not refilling it right now because I've got the thing turned off.
40 buckets. With the tests.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Wow.
No, not at all.
Okay, I'm gonna turn on the wither again.
Sweet. Well, with the skeletons, it's not exactly the wither. That will come in a future episode
Yeah.
for certain.
The reason why it's called wither is for one simple reason. The name was too long.
Well, what's quite
Right.
good is that like a lot of the mob essence that is used to spawn them is transferred back into the tanks again. It's not a 1-to-1 ratio. There is some loss involved, obviously, but yeah, because the grinders are killing them, we're getting mob essence back again. So cool. Right, thanks for joining
about
us.
Efficiency for the
8
win.
reach up.
Yeah, and yeah, we'll see you next time for another crazy idea build that I'm sure that we'll come up with. Yeah, thanks, Malinka and Demon. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.